Hi, kids. The other day, I was outside playing in the yard when I saw Silly Crocodile walking by. I'm such a huge fan of his. I was pretty starstruck, but I ran over anyways and asked politely if I could take a selfie with him. Look! Oh, wow! Aw. I'm so happy I got to meet him. He was just as nice in person than he is on TV. We laughed, we sang songs together. It was so much fun. So, in honor of me getting to meet him, I'd like to draw him. Here we go. I start with the shape of the head. I do the 2 bumps for his big eyes. I keep tracing down and around to the jaw. And I go back up to the nose. His nose is super cute. It has several little tiny bumps on it. It's fun to draw. Now that we have the overall shape, I'm going to add the eyes just below the 2 bumps to the right. Using the usual technique for the eyes, I make 2 circles with black dots inside. I'm going to add a dot where the nose is so he can breathe. Now, let's draw a line to make him smile. And little triangles for the teeth. We typically see 3 of his teeth poke out. 2 at the bottom and 1 at the top. Nice. And we need to add a circle for his cheek as well. I want to accentuate his bumpy nose because it's so cute. So I'm adding little wavy lines under the outer shape. He's really starting to look good. Okay, now let's move on to the body. I do the same thing as I do for the head. I draw the outer shape first, and I leave some room for where I'm going to add the legs. And then I draw the bumps on his back, and even some on the tail as well. Now, let's add the front legs. 1 here, and 1 behind. And let's do the same for the back legs. Here, and here. The bumps on his back will look better if I add little wavy lines under it like I did earlier for the nose. So here we go. We're nearly done. We just need to give him some colors. Let's use the green crayon and color everything except for the eyes and the cheek. Then we add pink in the cheek. Perfect. He is so handsome, isn't he? I love Silly Crocodile. This drawing is going on my bedroom wall. Bye for now. Hi, kids. Today, I want to draw a mouse. And not just any mouse, the most famous mouse in the whole wide world. I found a picture from his very first movie, before he became a really big star. And I'm going to draw him. Back then, he was always in black and white. This one is not easy. It might require some practice. I've been drawing him regularly for a while. So if you find I'm going too fast, you can pause the video and even rewind if you need. Here we go. Alrighty, this one has lots of details, so listen up. I do a big circle for his face, and then I give him his signature smile, and put a little tiny nose at the top there. And then he has tiny little eyes here. And put a little contour around his head. And then we'll start with the ears. Big circles. Everybody knows the circles. And we'll give him a hat. Looks like this. his other ear back here. Okay, and now we'll draw his arms and his hands that are steering the boat. And now we're gonna do his pants. Just like that. Alright, and he has buttons on his pants. So we gotta draw those. Okay, and his legs. Now his legs are tiny and his feet are big. He just likes big shoes. So, just like that. Nice big round feet. And his little mouse tail. Okay, and now we're gonna draw the wheel. We draw a big oval. And then we follow it up with another oval inside. And then one more oval. Just like that. Now, I draw little pegs everywhere. Try to make it very symmetrical. Okay, now we're gonna start filling him in. All the dark spots here. His arms, his legs. Oh, perfect. There, I have to admit, I'm super happy with it. It's my best drawing yet. And next time, maybe I'll draw his friend. She's really fun too. See you soon. Hi kids, how are you today? I woke up this morning in a mood to draw, so I decided to draw Minette. I was able to get a picture of her. Look! I like to draw a big circle for the head, with a little bit of fur here and there. And then I draw two big ears up top, always pointy, because her ears are always pointy. And next is the nose, and that's the easiest part because it's just a little tiny heart. And now the eyes, a little dot, and then two big circles, and then a big smile. Now we'll start with the body, which is, we'll do the legs. So one paw, and then the next paw, and then one more paw here, and then we'll draw a big wavy tail, because her tail's always waggling, so. And don't forget the whiskers, and a little heart right here. And then we'll color her pink. For this drawing, I used a pencil and crayons. Look, I drew Minette. She's so cute. I can't wait to show my drawing to everyone. Did you draw her too, at the same time as me? Go show your drawings to everyone too. See you next time. Bye now. Hi kids. The other day, we went to visit a friend of Walter named Yikes. It was a little scary because Yikes is a dog, a very big dog in fact. They told me he's a Labrador. His color is chocolate. He was pretty funny, in fact. He kept wiggling his tail, so I wanted to grab it. I was able to get a picture of him so we can copy. Let's draw him. What I like to do is start with the face, because that's a very distinct feature. And we know his nose is just circular at the front. I like to boop his nose. And then we'll give him his signature smile. Alright, and then we kind of work up around his eyes and then draw him his first eye here. Then we'll draw the second eye. And then I fill those eyes in and make him look mischievous. Nice. I love drawing dogs. They're so much fun. I'll give him some eyebrows, because that gives him a little character and distinction. And now we'll do the ears. And he has floppy ears. So these are really fun to do. You kind of just make them go up, and then then you flop over like that. Okay, now we're gonna start working on the neck down into the body. He's a big dog, so he gets a big collar. So we're gonna go down and do his work on his belly, because he loves getting belly rubs. And then I like to work all the way down and around and draw the first leg down to the ground, back up, and then match the second leg, just like that. Okay, now we'll do the hind legs. Very similar. And now we'll do the second one, just like that. Okay, now he has a big bushy tail. In order to make it bushy, you gotta do the jaggedy edges like that. We'll give him his signature bone birthmark. And now we'll just do details in the paws. That looks really good. Now, let's fill him in here. He's a brown Labrador. So we're gonna fill it all the way in, all the way. And now we'll fill in his ears and his birthmark. His favorite color is blue, so we'll give him a blue collar. I'm super happy with it. There. Yes, that's it. That's Yikes the Labrador. I'm gonna hang this one on my refrigerator. See you later for more drawings. Hey kids, today I decided to draw Alice. She's a pointed kitten, and it's quite interesting how she became like that. She was born all white, and it was like that because her mommy's tummy stayed the same temperature the whole time. But after she was born, the cooler areas of her body became darker. This is because of a special gene in her DNA that expresses color differently depending on the temperature. So basically, now her paws, nose, ears, and tail are dark, and the rest is green. Pretty cool, huh? Let's draw her. I start by tracing the outline of her head, adding little bits of fur, like this. Then I do the eyes, 2 circles with a dot in the middle. Now her nose, it's a horizontal line at the top, with a triangle underneath pointing down. Then 1 line for her lips. Let's draw the outline of her face marking. And now her ears. Notice how she's got 2 little pointy bits of fur at the end. Let's do the same on the other side now. Now we're gonna move on to her body. Let's start with the back leg, then the front paw that's closest to us, and then the right one behind it, and then the tummy line. We don't need the last leg because we can't see it from this angle, so we move on to the tail. And her cute little diamond marking on her hip. Now, all we need to do now is add the colors, brown and cream. There. Oh, look at this drawing. Pretty good, huh? I really want to go show it to her. So, see you next time for more drawings. Bye. Hi, kids. So, when we went to visit Yikes the Labrador, we briefly met with a friend of his, a French poodle, Igloo. It's such a funny-looking dog. I had never seen one like that. It's quite a big dog, in fact, with very curly hair. He had a very funny haircut. Look at him. French poodles are the national dog of France, but they actually originated from Germany. Here, we call them caniche, so it's Igloo le caniche. Okay, let's give it a shot. When I draw animals, I like to start with the head, in particular, the shape of the nose, and then the fluffy head on top and the fluffy ears. I move on to the first eye. It's a good way to practice drawing circles. Then the second eye. And I add a black dot inside, just like that. Now let's move on to the snout. And I make a line for the smile, like this. To finish the look of the head, I add a couple of eyebrows. Good. Now let's do the body. A downward line, and then a horizontal line for the back. Let's do the front legs. I draw a line down, but notice how I leave space between the top of the leg and the paw. Okay, so now let's do the same for the hind leg. That's because we are going to draw fluffy fur there. One more leg at the back. And let's draw the last front leg with the paw up, because Igloo stands like that all the time. And now we add the fur, my favorite part. Let's add a little line for the toes. And the tail, of course, the most beautiful part. And Igloo's collar. Okay, time to color our dog. Let's add white on the inside and blue on the nose and where the fluffy fur is. And let's not forget his signature birthmark. Finally, let's make his collar orange. There. Yes, that's it. That's Igloo. I'll give this one to Yikes. I think he'll really like it. See you soon for more drawings. Today is Cici's birthday, and I wanted to do something nice for her, so I decided to draw her. I've got her picture right here. Did you know that she's a Russian blue? Despite the name of her breed, she was not actually born in Russia. Turns out she was born in Belgium. It's a small, tiny little country next to France. They speak 3 languages there: French, Dutch, and German. I'm really lucky she can speak English too. Okay, let's draw her. Let's start with her face. She's angular at the bottom and round at the top. Then the eyes, 2 circles with a little dot in the middle. Then her nose. It points downwards with angular lines. And I make her smile with a wavy line. And now let's do the ears. I start with a little triangle, and I extend the line to contour the entire ear. Let's do the same on the other side now. For the body, I start drawing her back, then the back paw and leg, then the front leg next to it, and then the tummy line. Her other front paw is up, so let's copy that. The second back leg is hidden behind her body, so we don't really need to draw it. Now on to the tail. And let's not forget the little moon marking on her hip. And now I'll color her in blue, and notice how the blue inside of her ear is a little bit darker. And since it's her birthday, let's add a birthday hat. I'll color it yellow, just like her moon. There! I think she's really gonna like it. Okay, I'm gonna go give it to her now. See you next time. Bye!